Hello everyone, it was good seeing you this past week. Today what I'm going to do is present you with information regarding our next unit of study, which is race, ethnicity, and gender. And with this new topic, there are a number of definitions that are associated with it. One of the first, and I'm going to be bringing up for you in a moment, is the term minority. For sociologists, though, they will define the term minority as a group of people with physical or cultural traits different from those of the dominant group in the society. Now, it's important to understand what is mentioned here regarding the dominant group. It's not necessarily by numbers. And why I say that is because in U.S. society today, there are more females than males in our general population. However, when you think about females, they can be looked upon as being in the minority because of certain opportunities, whether it's economically, socially, politically, that they're deprived of. So the dominant group in society, in essence, is the people who hold the power, even though they might be smaller in actual number, population. Now, there are certain shared characteristics when it comes to the term minority. The first one is a minority has distinctive physical or cultural characteristics that can be used to separate members of the minority from the majority. The minority is dominated by the majority. There are many instances where we see that in our society. Members of the majority often consider minority traits to be inferior. And what I'm going to be posting with this screencast and with your assignment that I'm going to be talking to you in a moment about is a video regarding white privilege, which is an excellent example where the majority often considers minority traits to be inferior and judges those people. In addition to the other shared characteristics for the term minority, we have membership in the minority group is an ascribed status applied at birth by the majority. And the last one, which has been found regarding shared characteristics for the term minority, is that minorities tend to feel strong group solidarity or loyalty to each other. Now, in addition to the term minority, we have the term race. The term race is people sharing certain inherited physical characteristics that are considered important within a society. Your skin color, your color of your hair, the style of your hair, the color of your eyes are all physical characteristics. In American society, we tend to judge people based on their skin color. And a lot of people will argue that the whole idea of race is a social construct that has been constructed by our society in order to separate people into different groups. Now, there are 6 genes in your body that control and determine your skin color. There is no scientific evidence, I want to point this out to you, that connects any racial characteristic with any inborn or innate superiority or inferiority in regards to the intelligence of someone, and before that as well as their athletic ability. So there is no scientific evidence, and people would disagree, but scientists have looked into it, that connects any type of racial characteristic with something that's inborn, innate, in terms of superiority or inferiority. And our 2 examples here are athleticism and intelligence. Now, in addition to the term minority and race, we have the term here ethnic minority, which is a group that is identified by cultural, religious, or national characteristics. And what we also have here is the topic racial and ethnic relations, patterns of assimilation, which is the blending or fusing of minority groups into the dominant society. And it takes 2 forms in particular. The first one you have heard of, which is the melting pot, where all ethnic and racial minorities voluntarily blend together in society. The other one you may not have heard of is cultural pluralism, the desire of a group to maintain some sense of identity separate from the dominant group in society today. And people will say we're seeing more of cultural pluralism than we are of the idea of the melting pot in our society today. Now, patterns of conflict. Genocide, which is the systematic effort to destroy an entire population. I will be posting with your assignment a video regarding the Armenian genocide, okay, that you can look at for our class on Tuesday. In addition, what we're going to be doing on Tuesday is we're going to be looking at information regarding segregation. Two forms of it: de jure segregation, which is denial of equal access based on the law. We'll be looking at the Brown versus the Board of Education decision, 1954. And de facto segregation, denial of equal access based on everyday practice. Examples being neighboring homeowners, neighbors agreeing among themselves not to sell to certain ethnic groups or races. Of course, that is illegal today. You cannot bar a certain race or ethnicity from seeing a house, looking at a house, as well as having the opportunity to purchase that residence. Now, what is also included is your homework in this assignment. You're going to be looking at Harvard's implicit bias test. It's part of a program that they run called Project Implicit, where they look at people's hidden, inherent, unspoken, buried, indirect biases, not only in regards to race, gender, sexual orientation, but the test that you're going to be taking is based in part on a book. The title of the book is called Blind Spot: Hidden Biases of Good People, which was written by two renowned psychologists. And you're going to read information about this book, about the hidden biases in people's minds, whether you agree with their views or not. After you read this information regarding this book, you're going to be answering this question: do you think you might be implicitly biased toward other races? Why or why not? Then after you answer that question, you're going to go to the test itself through Harvard's Project Implicit. And you're going to click on this link, and it's going to bring you to this screen. You're going to scroll to the bottom. You're going to click on I wish to proceed. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the test regarding race, which is down here, race IAT. So it's going to show you several images. It's going to ask you to respond to certain images. What I ask of you is to be honest as possible when faced with the questions and going through the images and the sorting tasks. I'm the only one that's going to see the results of this test. You're going to summarize your results. It's going to give you a summary. How did you reach this conclusion? I would like for you to read through the entire summary of your results. You're going to read more about these tests, and you're going to answer the last question here. What is your reaction to this test and your results? Be specific. 4 to 5 sentences. If you have any questions for me regarding what I've just discussed regarding these terms, please feel free to reach out to me this Friday. during my office hours tomorrow. The test itself, if you're having trouble understanding what to do, I'm here to help you. If not, I will see you again on Tuesday. Be well, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.